Under the Malta Residence Visa Programme, the investor benefits from permanent residency for life for all the family. The main applicant and all family members obtain permanent residence in just 3 months. This makes this programme the fastest route to Schengen permanent residency in Europe. There are no age limits for including family members, and children and their future spouses can be added even after approval. On approval, permanent residency is valid for life, even if the dependents later get married or are no longer economically dependent on the investor. No presence is required before, during or after applying for residency. However, Maltese residency entitles the family to reside permanently in Malta. Malta is also part of the Schengen Area, and accordingly, the Maltese residency card allows its holder to visit without a visa any one of the 26 countries in the Schengen Area. Therefore, the family may live in any Schengen country for 3 months in every 6-month period. That is, for 6 months in a year. All investments need to be made only upon the approval of the residency application. So investments don't run the risk of a rejection of the application. On approval, a government fee of €30,000 is due. Only €5,500 of this is paid on application, and the balance is payable only on approval. Also, after approval, an applicant must buy or rent a property, which must be kept for at least 5 years. The investor must either rent a property at a minimum of €10,000 annually, or else buy a property worth at least €270,000. Marginally higher minimum values apply for property located in the central and northern part of Malta. The main investment required under the programme is that of €250,000 in Maltese government bonds, and must be kept also for 5 years. To reduce the capital outlay, this investment can be replaced by a much lower finance fee. The main applicant must either provide evidence of an annual income of €100,000 or of assets worth at least €500,000 in property, bank deposits, investments and other assets. The main applicant and his family members must also hold a health insurance policy covering EU countries. The Malta Residence Visa Programme is open only to non-EU nationals and excludes citizens from Afghanistan and North Korea. Individuals applying under this programme must be at least 18 years of age and in good standing. Eligible family members in a family application include the main applicant, that can be the husband or the wife, the main applicant's spouse or partner in a long and durable relationship of at least 2 years, minor children, adult children provided that they are not married and are financially dependent on the main applicant, parents and grandparents of the main applicant and those of the spouse, provided they are economically dependent on the main applicant. When adding parents and grandparents to the application, as well as other family members after the first approval, an additional government fee of €5,000 per person also applies. The main applicant and his family members are not required to live in Malta before, during or after the application, and are only required to visit Malta once they are approved in order to take biometrics for the residency cards to be issued. The process starts with a free background check that our lawyers offer to identify any difficulties in the application. This enables us to assess the difficulty, if any, presented by this application, and to address any such difficulties to ensure success of the application. On engagement, our lawyers will guide the applicant on all the documentation required for the application and build the file for submission. Upon submitting an application, we continue to follow up the application process until final approval. We also assist approved applicants in making the necessary investments as required by the programme, providing legal due diligence on all investments made, as well as representing clients on the ground to save time and reduce legal risks. Upon completing the formalities, the applicant family is invited to Malta to take biometrics in order for the residency cards to be issued. We now have a new Maltese resident family ready to enjoy the benefits of a European lifestyle within a Mediterranean quality of life.